Hey, what is going on, everybody? Boilon here for a quick short video update. If you guys wanted to know where you might get Mr. Negative or how you're going to get to him, well, we're going to find out in this video. I also want to talk about some of the news updates that happened over the last little while, and I want to kind of get your thoughts on about how the game is right now as far as, well, you know, it was really crap for the first few weeks of patch 6.4, and I feel that things are getting a little bit better, but we'll see once we finish talking about Mr. Negative and how he might be coming to the game. So if you're ready to go, then let's boil this down. And to start things off, I just do want to talk about the Avengers Tower thing really quick, because I did mention this in my Discord channel, and some of you may have noticed that Avengers Tower was it was slated to end at 6 p.m. Pacific time, and then which gave people an hour to use their characters again. They did proactively, instead of, you know, what we would have thought would have just, you know, they would have screwed it up and whatnot. They actually did extend it by another 23 hours, giving you more time to do this, or a full day, which is what it should have been. And hopefully they corrected the end times, you know, right, to be 5 p.m. So that's a plus for them, because they actually fixed it without having to, you know, the tower ending and then having to, you know, give comp out and all of that. So I will give them some kudos for proactively getting ahead of this before shit hit the fan, like it often does. Now I want to talk about the data mines that are related to Mr. Negative and also the Spider-Man Noir event coming up. There's two things here. One thing that I'm really not happy about, if this is the case, let's read the, I mean, here's the stuff related to Mr. Negative. So this is going to be probably in your mail, probably sometime this week before Friday. And then at the bottom of it, it says, keep an eye out for more information on how to earn Mr. Negative shards. Okay, so that's not too big of a deal. Let's go, there's another one, though, which is a big deal. Let's talk about the Spider-Man Noir stuff really quick here. A lot of this, you know, I did talk about already, but it goes into a little bit more detail in terms of what the milestones are specifically about. And so we knew that you're going to have to battle in war, spend campaign energy, and collect evidence items. This is a bit confusing. We'll talk about this. It's a little bit further down below. And then there's going to be other milestones which basically funnel into this main Night of the Spider milestone. Rewards include Spider-Man Noir shards, the currency, the mask, a 4 red Phantom X, not a 5, like some of the events have given us, and unlimited X-Men shards. Now, I'm not expecting a miracle here. I'm probably expecting no more than like 15 shards per character, but every little bit helps. I think my baby account, for example, is only like 10 shards away from Dazzler. Maybe 8, I forget exactly, but hopefully it's enough to unlock her, which would be nice. The Spider Shadow milestone. This is Cosmic Crucible. It is so this is a 3-day Cosmic Crucible event starting on Monday, which will be running until Thursday. You'll get points from by winning Cosmic Crucible battles. We're going to talk more about this later on in the week. I may actually remove a lot of my defense. I did talk about this in the past for the Sunfire event, where I tried to convince players to remove their Cosmic Crucible defense, to a mixed response, to be honest, but I did actually come across between both my accounts some instances where people did that, and I was really happy about that. So I'll be doing a video on this on a separate time, because I think it'll be easier for people to win, and once we know, especially the points value for the milestone, because, you know, if basically you have to win your Cosmic Crucible battles or don't finish the milestone, that's going to be super important. So I think that people should do the right thing. And oftentimes when it comes to Cosmic Crucible, you know, you really only need like 1 or 2 strong defenses anyways, and you should be holding the rest on offense, because, you know, oftentimes winning Cosmic Crucible comes down to just one match, whether it's a win or a, you know, if you get 1 defense win, sometimes that can turn the tide. So you get additional Cosmic Crucible credits. There's also going to be presumably milestone credits in here, because it does say up here within the Spider Shadow, you know, these milestone rewards, that's how you're going to collect points. So it's maybe not listed, but presumably there's going to be milestone points listed in here. That's going to funnel into the main one as well. The hard boiled oh yeah, PS, you get bonus points for unlimited X-Men at 5+ yellow stars. I did talk about this in a previous video. I think this is quite a large departure from what it was before, which was gear tier, and now it's yellow stars. I really don't like that. It's very detestable, and that's kind of gross. Hard-boiled milestone. This is basically unlimited X-Men blitzing, or blitzing plus unlimited X-Men, and you get additional points for 5 plus yellow star. So again, I don't really like that, but it's going to require you to get the Night of the Spider milestone points, and that's going to funnel into the main one again with additional stuff. This Trail of Webs web milestone, this should be pretty easy. It's just battle and raids. I don't expect it to be very difficult, and hopefully it's not too many. It's a daily, so it's every day, we know that, so hopefully it doesn't take too many raid battles to actually complete this. The evidence part, earn points towards Night of the Spider by deciphering inbox clues and obtaining evidence items. Now, it doesn't go into further detail than this, but what does that really mean? Is it going to be a multiple choice question, like that you have to answer to get these evidence items? Like, I honestly have no idea. Are they going to make you decipher a clue to go to a web thing, a web link or something, and I don't know, you click the link and it gets attributed to your account? Like, I have no idea. This is crazy, but I have some feeling that it may be related to the web, and we're going to talk about that here with Mr. Negative. So this is what's really important, because if you scroll down to the bottom, how to recruit, special offers, and soon on the web. Keep an eye out for more information. Prepare now by linking your Scopely account, tap the blah, 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 blah. And so this is a pretty big thing. Special offers. Now, normally when it comes to in-game offers, it doesn't say special offers, it just says offers. Things like, actually, they don't even normally mention offers at all, now that I think about it. They normally, just because that's presumed to be the case. So what I think is going to happen is we're not actually going to get, we might not even get offers for him in game. It might be specifically a web exclusive character, and there may be web milestones attached to this. That's highly possible, but they're really trying to get you to link your Scopely account so that you can actually, or so that you can make a Scopely account, give them your data or give them more of your data, and so that you can find him somehow online, and there won't be any in-game version of him to be able to do. And honestly, that's really irritating, because there's some people who legitimately, for whatever, that don't want to make a Scopely account, and they're forcing you to do that. And so now, instead of being able to buy everything in-game, I mean, we already had those web milestones that were quite important in the web store and the things that you're currently getting. And they're really just pushing this even harder and forcing people to, 100%, if you want to engage in this game, that you have to get a Scopely account, and that's the only way that you're going to be able to recruit Mr. Negative. I hope I'm wrong, but based on how things are going right now, especially these past weeks with the game and their pushing of this this feature, would you call it a feature? I don't even know. I would not be surprised one bit. So the question is, why would they make this entirely on a web milestone? The other question too is, if you open up this monthly calendar here, the last event, the Midnight Haunt event, I'm going to scroll in a little bit. There is no picture for Mr. Negative here. A lot of people thought that Mr. Negative's event would be this Midnight Haunt at the end, but it shows Absolute Carnage's costume thing here. So that suggests to me that this event actually is unrelated to Mr. Negative, and in fact, Mr. Negative's event, if it exists at all, if there is one, I don't know. Maybe there isn't. Either he was going to be I thought he was going to be the November month-long event, a month-long character, but maybe that's not the case either. There's a lot of question marks around this, but if it ends up being a web-only thing, I think that's going to be a new low for Scopely, but I would love to know your thoughts in the comments down below. Overall, I did think that things were going in a more positive direction. We had 0 bugs for once on week 2 of the current event that's ongoing right now, which I can't, this one, the Helicarrier Clash, sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a second. So there hasn't been any bugs related to that. Very few issues related to week 1's event. So on a whole, it hasn't been that bad since the start of October, but before that, it was pretty bad. And so I issued a challenge on my Discord to Scopely that if they can go until Monday without a colossal fuck up, that I would actually make a praise video to them about how great things are going. So please don't prove me wrong, Scopely. I actually would love to be more positive, believe it or not, what people think. And if that's the case, if you guys can go through Friday and through over the weekend with the release of the Famine event and whatever else happens without screwing something up, I will make that video. that challenge is issued to you guys. Let me know how you're feeling about the game writ large and these thoughts on Mr. Negative and how he might be released, and the upcoming Cosmic Crucible things with the with the Spider-Man Noir character event. All that and more. We'll be talking about that in the next few days, of course, and the week to come. That's everything. And until next time, stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you all later. Boilon signing out.